Well, welcome. We're live once again for our Friday night hangout. We do this every Monday and Friday. And if you want to be a participant, you join in at the bench on stunthanger.com. That's stunthanger/SMF. And you have to be a member logged in order to see that. So we have our normal debauchery. I'm sure that somebody will join me here shortly. We only have one watcher right now. That would be me. And if you guys don't find this interesting, we don't have to do this. I mean, but I know some guys, you know, this is all they do. I've been working. That's why I haven't been on in the last couple of weeks. I need to get a rhythm going so that I can get back to live streaming, how to do this airplane stuff. But I'm usually just so tired I don't feel like doing anything. Normally people trickle in around 15 minutes afterwards. And we got four now, four watchers. 79 seconds. Legendary pilot tributes behind the scenes, builds, and AI did a hell of a job writing that. In storytelling, technical, and a vibrant Stunt Hangar. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's see, how are we doing with our subscribers and things? We're up to 4,860 subscribers. That they don't seem to be promoting my channel much. Nothing I can do about it. This is September. Yeah, +2 is all we got. 38% less views because I haven't been doing a channel or a video every day. But the watch time's the same as last year. 38% less. So we're going down the tubes. There's just nothing I can do about it. 270. Did you guys enjoy the edited version of Howard Rush's bell cranks? I hope. Way over my head, but I think what I'll do tonight is I'll work on this fuselage while we're waiting. Get the crutch ready to go and the fuselage side ready to go, and that's just as far as it went. I just haven't done any more. All right, so let's do this. Let's change views. We'll look at that. I left my wood glue out in the car. I need to go get that. think I'm going to donate this to a museum, this book. Maybe I'll take it to the Air Force Museum. Okay, so we got anybody in here yet? Somebody comes on, I'll go sand this. We need to sharpen this pencil a little. Well, I'm thinking about getting another motorcycle, seeing as that I'm in the business again. Got a lot of nice ones, pretty inexpensive. You notice that I've curved these. So as soon as somebody comes on, I'll sand these up. We'll get a fuselage built tonight. It really doesn't take that much to build these things. Get rid of this. Man, I'm going through my tools. I got ripped off big time at the last job. I mean, a couple $1,000. I'm pissed. You know, I got so many tools I didn't miss them until I need them now. Scumbags. Let's see, what do we got anything going here yet? No, nobody on yet. 10 minutes in, nothing happening. I hate that. What are you gonna do? Well, got no chat. How many watching? 11. I need to go over to the sander, and I can't really go over there till somebody comes in. run it up on the disc and sand it down to these lines so we can glue these parts on. Come on, Gary. I know you're out there. Let's see, did I post it in Stunt Hangar? I certainly did. Oh. 2 views and they're both mine, so nobody getting on there yet. Oh, I'm so tired. Here comes somebody. David, I think.
Yeah, hey Joe. Hey Sparky.
Turn on your camera. There you are. Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah, you working?
Yeah,
Am I the only one on right now, Sparky?
me and you, that's it right now.
Huh. Interesting.
I only been on 10 minutes.
Yeah.
They
How's,
usually start trickling in.
how's that Tempest coming along?
Yeah, I got the wing done. This is the fuselage. I gotta finish the fuselage, then we can build the elevator stabilizer. And you know, believe it or not, I can build one of these in 40 hours, put it together in 40 hours.
I don't know. I
If
don't know
I
how you do that, but I've seen you do it. I've seen you work fast. I've seen it. It's pretty fast.
if I
You built
stand
so
and sit back
many.
and do it.
You built so many, Sparky.
Yeah.
And and the woodwork is really good, and your glue joints are good, and all that stuff. So yeah.
It's not rocket science. It's simple to do.
Yeah, it is, but if you don't have any experience doing it, you can make a mess. You can make a mess of it. You can make a big old mess, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a conversation with a guy at the field today, and he's telling me that all take apart planes, the tail end or the stab and elevators move like up and down. And I said, no, that's you can't have a tail on a stunt ship that's moving, man. That's not gonna. He said he disagreed. He said, oh, they all move. I said, I'm not so sure about that.
Well, I kind of agree with him.
Yeah. Have
Uh,
you seen
there's
some take aparts where the tails moved a lot, Sparky?
I've seen them where the wings bow quite a bit.
Yeah, I know. Huh?
There's a lot of stress on those joints, and if they're not absolutely 100% perfect, they could blow up.
Yeah, but the thing is, with the stabilizer moving and the tail moving, it's going to affect its flight, Sparky. It just is.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh.
I
So I'm
agree.
gonna take apart. If you got to fly to Europe or whatever, for World Championships and fly, I could see it. I understand it.
I would like to build a take apart.
You could. Why don't you, Sparky?
Well, the thing that gets me is you're giving up 3 ounces.
Yeah. Well, for all the hardware.
Yeah, I just don't enjoy flying those lumber wagons.
If you can get them within that window of a certain, weight, you're going to be okay, though. Usually, I've flown a lot of heavy airplanes, man. Oh, trust me, they're not pleasant. They're not fun. Um,
Hmm.
but some of them work. I mean, I've seen Fancher fly his plane that was really overweight. Into the top five. Windy flew most of his planes into the top five that were pretty heavy airplanes.
Sweet spot for me for the airplanes of the size that I build is 55 ounces.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the Billy Warwick. His planes were like 58 ounces, huh? 55 to 58 ounces, man.
They're lighter than that, probably. Well, his Thunderbolt is 53 ounces.
I don't know how he did it, man. A
Lots of sanding.
lot of sanding. Careful on the hardware you use, the glue, epoxy, all that stuff.
Billy has the advantage of people sending him good stuff.
Yeah, I know.
I don't get sent good stuff.
Yeah,
You know, everybody's sending him choice wood.
I know. I know. Yeah, true.
So I got a scratch for my choice wood.
So what are you gonna fly in that contest, Sparky? That plane behind me, right? That one that's hanging right there?
Yep.
What's it weigh? 58 ounces?
No, it's 56, I think.
Pretty light.
That's the one I let Charles fly. It's been refinished. I'm going to refinish it again. I'm going to cut the bottom up. It's too straight, so I'm going to
Yeah,
cut
yeah.
the bottom up, put a
Right.
new bottom on it.
How are you gonna get the paint off, Sparky? You gonna use a stripper?
Yeah,
You're gonna use like we used to use retarder to get it off.
I
And
just
paper
go to
towels.
Lowe's and buy a $15 a quart of paint stripper, and shit, it just falls off.
Just wipe it right off, Sparky. Is that all you have to do? Is wipe it off?
Um, you paint it on
Yeah,
with a chip brush, and then
yeah,
wrap it with cellophane because it evaporates. Saran wrap, evaporates too fast,
right.
and then let it set about a half hour, and then peel off the Saran wrap, and everything just comes off with it, right down to the bare wood.
Huh.
Then you got to put a neutralizer on it so that you can paint over it, and then start and finish and fix the wood and recover it. I'll show it again. It's on my channel here out on a Saturday at John's.
Right.
Me doing this airplane. I'll do it again when I get ready to do it. But this airplane has had a finger through the leading edge, a thumb through the leading edge at Huntersville.
Yeah.
Jerry poked his thumb right through the leading edge right here. So
How did that? He picked while he was moving in the pits or what? Picking it up off the circle or what? He put his thumb through it.
getting ready to launch me, was holding on to it, and the
Oh,
wind came up, and
yeah. Wow.
the wood that's used on these airplanes is pretty punky.
Yep. Yep.
I don't like using plywood for sheeting.
Yeah. Hmm. Interesting.
So that was a one weekend fix. It's on Saturday at John's back 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, because Jerry's been dead. Yeah, maybe 6 years ago, because Jerry's been dead 5 years. But I freaked out when he the contest was over for me. It was getting ready for an official flight when he did that.
You just put a piece of tape over it, Sparky, and go for it, man.
Absolutely not,
Why?
because the wing will blow up.
Yeah. I would have put some tape over it, man, and went for it.
And you might not have an airplane to fix.
Yeah, I mean I guess that's the risk you take, huh? You think the wing would have folded on it? Was it a big hole?
More than likely, yeah. It was a
Yeah.
huge hole
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's a little bit
in
different.
the sheeting, not in the
Yeah.
not in the
Oh,
covering.
okay. All right.
I might have put a piece of tape over the covering, but
Yeah, okay, yeah. I would have packed it in too.
I'm not chancing when the structure is,
Yeah.
compromised. I had a similar situation at the Nats with a Thunderbolt. Somebody kicked my stabilizer and it broke the stabilizer. And I, appealed the warranty or he let me fly my other airplane. I had no chance of winning anyway.
Right.
So
Huh. I've had some bad things happen to me at the Nats too. I had a belt ring come loose. Oh man, I had a front end bearing go out on a PA 61, and it's like, oh man, bad luck, bad luck.
have I met you at the Nationals?
Yeah. Oh, and I'm back in I'm talking about in the 90s, and what's it, 90s, early 2000, and yeah, early 90s. You went in the early 90s, right?
I've been there for years.
Yeah, yeah, I met you there. Yeah, I went in the 2000s. I flew in advance in 1992. I don't, it was me, Todd Lee, Rick Campbell, and Archie Adamson were like the top in advance at the time. It's the first time they flew advanced. And then I just after that I started flying open, but I had bad situations at the net. So I never things always happened to me there. So things didn't work out well. But,
You never been to Brodak, have you?
oh yeah, of course. I've been there. I went with Wendy and Dave Midgley a couple times.
That's the contest.
I didn't care for it too much.
Really?
I went for the whole week. When we went the whole. We'd get there like on Sunday and
I
stay
do
all
too.
the way to the following Sunday or Saturday. So it was a
I do
whole
too.
week, you know.
Yeah, well, the Nats is the same.
Yeah, I know the Nats is pretty similar, but the Nats is more. It's yeah, it's all about competition. Brodak isn't about competition, you know. It's just about. Well, it is about competition too, because everyone's competing, but. I liked Brodak. I had a good time at Brodak's. I did.
You live in California, right?
Yeah, now I do.
Where at?
I was on the East Coast for a while, for a few years. I was in New York City, then I went to Boston, and then I came back here. This is where I grew up out in California.
Where's that? Where did you grow up?
Anaheim, Buena Park.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Buena Park, yeah.
yeah.
I used to cruise Whittier Boulevard.
Yeah, you know, I was driving to the field last week, and right there on Whittier Boulevard in Rosecrans. I don't know if you know where that is. Do you know where that is?
Absolutely.
Well, there was a kid, a 13-year-old kid. Somebody just pulled out a gun and shot him 5 times. The cops were everywhere, and the coroner was there, and the whole street was all a 13-year-old boy, man, killed him for no reason, none whatsoever. That's that whole rough area right there, you know, Pico Rivera, and yeah, it was kind of crazy.
I can remember when I was younger, uh, my dad owned a hobby shop and a
Yeah,
pool store, and I was a pool man. And the routes, nobody watched you or whatever. I just do my pools, and I drove from. And how he found out is that's back when gas was, I think it was 37 or 47 cents a gallon.
and cigarettes for 75 cents, right?
No, they were cheaper than that. They were under 50 cents because when I was smoking, I said, when they get to 50, I quit. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right, right.
But I gassed up in on 39, which is Hacienda Boulevard up in the mountains,
Yeah,
and I gassed up again at the beach. So
right.
that's from Big Bear, almost Big Bear to the beach in one day. So what
Yep.
the hell are you doing? You're supposed to be working.
Now where'd you live in West Covina?
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked in West Covina. That hobby store is long gone now. That was a good hobby store there they had, and at one time. I forgot the name of it, but it was right there. I forgot what street it was on. You know the hobby store I'm talking about? Ed's Hobby, I think it's called.
Ed's Covina Hobby. That's on Hacienda Boulevard.
Yeah, yeah. That's what it was
Used,
called.
used to ride my bicycle from Francisquito and Orange all the way up there, up 39 to get
Hmm,
there,
wow.
which is Hacienda Boulevard. We could hear it at Irwindale. We could hear the dragsters run on the summer nights. It was unbelievably loud, and we're probably 5 miles from them.
Yeah, I think Irwindale's gone. Ascot, all them racetracks are gone now. I think.
Well, Ascot, we used to go, every Wednesday night and run motorcycle.
Yeah, they had TT races, right? Flat track
Yep,
TT, right?
yep,
Yeah.
yep. JC Agajanian. I saw Dick. Here's how far back I go. If you Google Dick Atkins and Don Branson,
Yeah.
were both killed at Ascot in
Yeah.
turn one. I was standing 5 foot from them guys when they burn up.
Were they motorcycle racing or car?
Sprint
Was it
cars.
the sprint cars? Yeah.
Yeah. I saw Paul Jones, which is Parnelli Jones's brother, doing
Yeah,
endo all the way down the front stretch there.
that was a famous little old racetrack. You know that for
That was the
years.
fastest track in the country. They
Yeah.
flew all that dirt in from Africa.
Wow.
It was fast. It was unbelievably fast. What
So
was
when's that
funny?
contest with Joe? When's the Joe contest? Next week?
No, the 26th, end of the month here.
That's it. Then you guys got to shut it down for the winter, huh?
Yeah, we're done.
Has the weather changed already back east? Back where you're at?
It's it's pretty crappy right now, I think. I mean, it was 70, but let's see here. Let's see what the weather is right now. It is 67.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great weather right there, man. Perfect temperature.
No, no, I like it 80 and up.
Oh, then you come to California, you can deal with this stuff every day. It's 80 degrees.
Yeah, but I can't deal with the fruits and nuts and the high prices.
Yeah, well, that's yeah. There's a lot of fruits and nuts, and there's a lot of high prices. You want high prices? Go live in Massachusetts or New York. Then you can get real high prices.
You know where Queen of
Real
the
high.
Valley Hospital is?
Who? Where?
Queen of the Valley.
That's in Los Angeles, isn't it?
No, I was born in St. Elizabeth's in Pasadena. My brother
Yeah.
was born at Queen of the Valley, which is Merced and Sunset.
Yeah, I've heard of that hospital. Trust me, it's one of the big ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, but California has changed, boy. It's changed a lot here. It's a lot. And even the weather's changed. It's really, really hot. It's been really hot for the last week and a half. Real hot.
Santa
Miserable.
Ana's coming down. Is that what's happening?
No, not we don't get the Santa Anas until I think in so I don't know in the fall or something, but the winds start kicking up. But yeah, we haven't had any winds at all. You know, it's ideal for flying stunt models, except sometimes there's no wind. If we go in the morning, there's no wind. There's never any wind here in the morning. Never.
Yeah.
It's almost dangerous to fly with no wind.
Have they run the tether cars lately?
No, I haven't. You know, since I've been back flying, which is a little over a year, I haven't seen them out there one time, not once. They did the track over. There was people out there working on the track. The city or somebody was doing something with it. I've never seen anybody race though.
Well, I have never seen it all paved. It was always all grass when I was there.
Oh, it's paved now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even know how the parking lot is. When you come off of, I think is it Rosemead
Yeah.
Boulevard? You come off and you park along the fence. It was a
Yes.
dirt parking lot.
Yes.
You walk straight ahead to the circle track,
Yeah.
make a right, and then you go down the fence line to the right. And we flew on that circle up towards the RC field. So this way,
Yes.
and then this way.
Yeah, that's the circle we fly on is the one towards the RC field. And then you have the other circle, then you have the speed cage. There's a cage there with the speed, but
I
nobody ever
wasn't there.
flies speed. Nobody flies speed there.
Joey Matheson comes down and flies speed.
You know, there was a time when you probably remember Bev Wisniewski and them, the Wisniewski guys, they were all big in speed out here for
Yeah,
years.
they're all
Bev
dead. Everybody's
Bev
dead.
yeah, they're all dead. Bev was big in stunt too. She was a big person in stunt behind the scenes administration. Yeah, stunt is getting to a point where it's dying off, man.
Well, it's kind of like everybody that I know in motorcycles is 70 years old and plus. You know, what kid can afford it?
True.
Same with this.
What 10-year-old kid can afford to fly stunt right now? Think about that. He's got to give
Zero,
himself. It's impossible. Impossible.
unless
Unless
their
his
dad's
mother,
footing the bill.
unless his father finances it or his mother.
Right.
Otherwise, it ain't happening.
I don't think you can mow enough lawns in a month to buy a kit.
No.
I don't know. They might be getting $40 a lawn job.
I don't think people mow lawns anymore. I don't think that even happens anymore. People are, it just doesn't happen. Yeah. Times have changed.
I didn't mow lawns. My racket was painting curbs. You know the numbers on the curbs in LA?
Yeah, well, I know a lot of people used to do that.
Yeah. That was
Yeah,
my
right there on the curb.
$5, $5 to paint your curb, and I could do 10 in a day,
Hmm.
maybe more.
Yeah, Sparky, nobody came on tonight, huh?
Not yet.
You think they will?
Don't know. They're not on by 8 o'clock. We'll just shut her down.
What time is it right now where you're at? 7:30.
7:30.
Huh.
Let's see if we got
Usually
any
Joe,
comments.
usually Joe's on by now.
No, it's usually Gary Sinclair.
Yeah, he comes on, then he goes to sleep.
Yeah, we got no comments. But see, I haven't been posting during the week, so maybe it ain't punishing me. I don't care.
Right, right. Yeah. Charles doesn't want to come back on again, or he doesn't even come as a guest, huh?
Not anymore. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, I don't either. I talked to him a couple weeks ago. He was at the contest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their little personality, their little quirks, and that, we all try to get along with one another the best we can. What else do we got, right?
Yeah, I suppose. I don't care.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I know. You gonna
Form's
go to the
doing all
Nats
right.
next year?
What's that?
You going to the Nats next year?
Oh yeah, I go every year.
I'm gonna try to make it. I'm gonna try to make it this year if I can. How long of a drive is it? It's only what, 6 hours for you to drive there? 8 hours?
No, it's 3.5.
3.5 hours? That's
Yeah.
it?
It's about 3.5 to Indy, but let's say 4 hours to get there.
Wait. They still do that Christian fellowship contest there in Muncie.
This year is going to be the last FCM contest. I will probably try to make it.
Why and then nobody wants to run it anymore, right?
Everybody's old. Alan Goff is almost 80 years old.
I know. I haven't seen him in a long time.
You know,
Wow, it's too bad.
we're aging out. It's a dying
Somebody
thing.
can pick it up though. Somebody could pick it up though, Sparky. Somebody.
Who?
I don't,
Who's
I
gonna
don't,
do that?
I don't know. That's a good question, huh? We used to have a contest here in Southern California, 2 or 3 or 4. Not anymore. Not anymore. Used to be a contest when I was living back east. There was a contest every week you could go to, every week, and that wasn't that long ago. Okay, every week there was a contest somewhere. Not
In
anymore.
St. Louis in the 60s, there was 2 contests a day on the weekends.
Yeah.
You'd have one here at where you're Booter Park, and then you go over to Alton, and there'd be one over there. And then we had Fort Benjamin Harris, which was in Indianapolis, plus the Nats. I mean, we just had a lot of contests.
Gary Hayjack just got a heart attack. What happened with? He just passed away quick too, right?
I met Gary when he was 50 years old, and he had prostate cancer at 50.
Yeah.
They did an operation where they inserted a radioactive pellet in his prostate.
Yeah.
And it lasted till he was 80 something.
Wow.
So
Lasted that long, huh? That's
yep.
amazing.
Hey Mike.
That's
Hey guys.
amazing, man. Wow.
Thanks for coming on. Doesn't seem like anybody's coming on.
Say again?
I said thanks for coming on. Doesn't seem like anybody's coming on.
Yeah, we're the
Well,
only ones.
I was watching for a few minutes here. I'm just little house cleaning tonight, little shop cleaning. I got shit scattered everywhere and a couple of repairs to do. My day was going really well till a few hours ago, and my HVAC unit crapped out on me, my main one,
That ain't no
house.
good.
So I got that all tore apart, and I got Steve Hines on the horn, and we're going to diagnose that. I'm going to try to fix it myself instead of getting scammed by the HVAC guys. You know.
Yeah. Steve Hines ain't flying anymore, or is he still flying?
No, he's doing competitive shooting.
Oh, okay.
I mean, once Samantha stopped flying, he really kind of lost. He flies a little RC pattern, but he's really into competitive shooting now. That's kind of how he spends his weekends. So,
Okay.
uh,
Yeah. Les Demet used to do that. Hmm. You know Les Demet, don't you, Sparky?
Certainly.
Yeah.
He won $1 million and then died.
You know, Dave Midgley went down to get a whole bunch of the stuff, and there's all kinds of stuff going on with his estate. I know that. Yeah, he had a lot of stuff.
really, won $1 million and then died.
Yeah, he
I
didn't
think he
last
won.
long.
I think he hit the lottery twice.
Yeah,
No
he didn't
kidding.
last. And I guess there's a female trying to get all the money. Yeah, trying to get all the money, and I'm not sure how
Huh.
that.
Interesting.
figures, right?
I have a friend in Michigan. He was married for about 15 years, and he met somebody else, started running around on his wife, and he ended up getting a divorce to go with this other girl. And I'm not kidding you, man. Like 2 months after the ink was dry, ink wasn't even dry on his divorce. His wife won $3 million in the Michigan State Lottery.
Oh man. Oh.
Yep. And he
Oh.
wasn't entitled to a penny of it because the divorce was final. So, of course, these days 3 million isn't a lot. You get
No,
1.5 when you're done with it. That's you know,
that'll go quick.
that'll go quick. Yeah, it ain't a lot. I mean, I'd still like to have it, but it ain't a lot.
Yeah. Oh, we got big lightning back there.
I do. Yeah, there's big storms moving through tonight. That's why I'm in here now and not
Ah,
working on the AC unit. I got so the blower motor went out of it is what happened. It's not the capacitor, it's not the compressor, it's the actual air handler that blows the hot or cold air through the vents. It's fried. So I got to pull that out, get a number off it, and then Steve's going to help me find a replacement because he did HVAC for years and years and years. He
That's
thinks I
exactly what
can.
happened to my air conditioning 3 weeks ago. Exactly
Okay.
the same thing.
Did you
so
fix it
Sparky,
yourself or did you hire it out?
No, I hired my club brother
What
to
they
come down.
what they charge
Sparky,
you?
that shop is a bedroom, isn't it? Isn't that a bedroom you converted to a shop? Or is it?
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a bedroom that you converted to a shop, right?
yeah. It was
Yeah.
$290.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at looking because I have two HVAC units in my house. I have the main one for the first floor, which is heat and air combined. Then I have a split unit for upstairs with the heater and AC in the attic and the air handlers, the compressors outside. That one went out in March. I had to replace that whole thing because it was leaking in the coils. That was like $7,500. I had to swap out the whole unit. But that unit, I had to replace the fan motor in it like 4 years ago, and they whacked me like $1,400 to do that.
Oh man.
Yeah, I didn't know better. I should have tried to do it myself, but so on this one, now that I know it's just the fan motor, the blower motor, Steve's like, man, it's easy peasy.
It's
We just
four
got to make sure.
screws. But that
Yeah,
motor's
right,
ridiculously expensive.
right. So anyway, gonna try to save a few bucks by doing it myself. Luckily, it's just gonna be in the high 70s, low 80s here for the next week, so I'll be able to open up the windows and turn all the ceiling fans on, and first floor should stay relatively cool.
Well, you live in the Carolinas, don't you? Or
No, I'm in Tennessee, Sparky. I'm in Nashville, man.
yeah, but it's awful humid down there.
Yeah, but we got a break right now. It's not super hot and it's not super humid, so we'll be all right.
A lot of people moving to Nashville too, boy. I'm telling you, they're moving out there.
Well,
Place to
I've
live.
been here over 20 years, so but this house we built this house 11 years ago, and everything is, like I said, the HVAC, the upstairs split unit went out. My dishwasher went out this summer. I had to replace that. We just got the entire house painted, everything, top to bottom, inside, wall, ceiling, crown. They just finished the last 2 rooms and put the carpet in 3 days ago. So I'm putting those bedrooms back together right now. That's what I was doing when the AC went out today. I was swapping out some ceiling fans for some new fixtures and, putting beds back together. I'm like, man, it's getting hot in here. Why is it so hot? And I went and turned the air down a little bit. And like an hour later, it was 4 degrees higher. So, I mean, it happened today. And then I went out there and sure as heck, man, nothing running. So I just spent the last 2 hours tearing that apart and got Steve on the phone. So we'll get her fixed up.
Yeah.
Because I tested the heater. It's coming on and the burner's working and the AC part is trying to work. The compressor comes on and the pipes are cold. There's just nothing to move the hot or cold air. So, yay. More money.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Waiting for the refrigerator and the washer to crap out on me now. Everything's 10, 11 years old, so
Yeah.
that's
happen.
life expectancy for stuff these days.
I'll tell you
Already
what my
fixed
buddy
the
said, though. Marty said, even though it's older, don't replace it with late model shit because it's terrible stuff. Get
Yeah,
it fixed.
yeah.
And my furnace is a Coleman.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Can't beat Coleman, right?
But it's 25 years old.
Yeah.
It hasn't died yet. So
We had a oil burning furnace at our house in Detroit that was in there till like 1996, man.
here comes iPad.
That'd
I'm
be
on.
Joe Gilbert.
Hey guys, how's it going?
It's good. I'm gonna mute out because I'm gonna be making some noise here, cleaning some stuff up. But I'm here.
All right. We got nobody on tonight, Joe. Just
Really, just us? I'll be darned.
us 4. David Eskins and
He's a good lad.
He just went to the bathroom or something.
Gallery view. There we go. We just got in from the soccer game. Or I did. Colleen's watching the last half of the second game. I said, I'm going. I'm hot. I'm tired. Bleachers are hard to sit in for a long time.
Yeah, Chris is at a basketball game right now. My old lady.
Is she?
Yeah. Said, you want to go? I said, not really. Knock yourself out.
Knock yourself out. Go for it. We have a good time with the kids. The children are fun. Man, it's cool here today, like 72 degrees today. Windy. Boy, is it windy.
You get out there and practice?
Not today. I flew twice. I flew what? Thursday and Tuesday. And then today flew indoor all day. Tipton and I flew indoors all day today. Had a good time.
This is my absolute worst year for flying. I just don't have the time.
You working again, aren't you, a little bit?
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes it harder. We had to go out once a week to mow if nothing else, but I may have flown. I don't know what I flew. I can't tell you. We flew lots. We was on Monday. I think I flew Tuesday and Thursday is what I flew.
Steve is Elf Lord on Mondays or Fridays, I mean.
He's what?
Elf Lord. He plays Dungeons and Dragons online.
Oh, does he? I'll be darned. That's cool. Has Mark Hughes been flying any?
Yeah, I get a text about every 10 minutes from them guys that are out doing something.
You should go fly. Well, if you're at work, you can't go fly, but
That's hard to do when you're at work.
you can't go fly at work.
No.
I understand. You can't go fly at work. Been flying the Blue Max a little bit.
I like this job. It's You know, it's decent. The guy's decent to work for, so.
That's all good. You measuring something?
Nah, I'm just seeing how it fits. It don't fit where the damn. The right width, I just have to cut them off and recut these notches.
To make it fit the back of the engine.
Make it fit between the beams a little better. It's a little loose.
The fit and finish is a big deal.
Yeah.
The finish has to have a good fit.
Finish starts with the first piece of wood cut.
Yeah, it does. I agree. It's hard to build a good airplane, I think. Very difficult.
So that's what we're gonna do right there.
Where Mark is tonight,
Mark.
Gerber.
Oh, he'll be on. He doesn't come on till 8 after 8.
I got you.
We have to get a Bearcat update. So
Yes, absolutely.
that airplane's nice.
That man can build a nice airplane too, Robert.
Yeah.
He can.
I used to be able to, but I'm starting to lose my skills.
Probably not. Zoom.
What?
I think it's David saying Zoom.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Yeah, Mr. Joe.
Hey, David.
How you doing, Joe?
Oh, been flying a good bit. You been flying any?
I went out this morning, Joe, and I was I have an adjustable lead out guide that I made for the airplane, right? And it's the one with the
Right.
grommets, the eyelets that you put in the hole and you can move. You know what I mean? You know, you've seen that type, right? That
Sure,
type.
absolutely.
Yeah, and so I was trying to get one of the grommets out, and I broke the lead out guide.
Oh man.
So I was gonna CA it, and I said, "No, I'm gonna take this home." And I just wrapped it up. I didn't even I flew one flight, and I packed it in.
Yeah.
You know, and brought it back home. I'll go back out tomorrow in the morning, but I fixed it all up, and you know, had a conversation with a guy there who was telling me that all take apart planes, the tail and the stab and the elevators, well, the stab moves on all of them. And I'm thinking, I got a Max B in the garage that I crashed, and that stab doesn't move. It's take apart.
My Blue Maxes. They got a disc that slides in the front, the back
Yeah,
part that smashes down.
yeah,
You get it in there tight. It's hard to move, but I guess some vibration could. I
yeah,
just put tape right on the corners on, with this part there
Sure.
on the both sides, top and bottom, just a piece of tape that long.
yeah,
Put it on, shove it with a piece of wood, and square it up, and tape it. And
yeah.
that you could take the screw out of the back and it wouldn't move.
Hmm.
That tape locks it in.
You can't have the stab moving though, Joe. You know
I'm
that,
not. I
Joe.
don't think. Not for me, but some
Yeah.
people can, I guess. But for me, I don't want it moving.
I started getting some real funnies with the airplane with that stab movement, especially forward and back and up. You know, it just started doing some weird things, man. It starts rocking and rolling and
Yeah, yawn in and out when it.
yes.
If the stab, if this is the wing and
Yes.
this is a stab, this does one thing and this
Yes,
does the
it was
other.
doing a lot of that.
This makes it come at you on the insides and go away from you on the outsides. All that.
Yeah.
Having a true airplane is a pretty good deal.
And especially all the flying surfaces got to be locked down. That's just, I am just a firm believer that the flying, the wing and tail needs to be locked down. Can't
Only
be.
thing that flies good that has the wing and tail moves a bird.
In those old areas now, and they used to flex the old areas, I-beamers. I used
Did
to watch them flex. They were fun to watch, but it's
I'll be
gonna
darned.
snap. Nah, it ain't snapped yet. Their wings go like this on them. Yeah.
And, you know, I guess if they're doing this, if it's exactly the same, I guess it may be okay.
Yeah.
If one flexes and one don't, I don't know.
Hmm.
I've seen airplanes flex wings, or we thought they were, and you wonder, is it an optical illusion or is it really flexing? You know, sometimes the paint jobs and the taper of the wing and the curvature in the paint makes them look like it. I always wanted to mount a camera on one and just see if it's really, really doing that.
Back in 1984, Joe, and you guys probably maybe you're familiar with it. They had the NASA Reno, Nevada. So the elevation was like, I don't know, 5,000, 6,000. So all the flyers, they were going to build their 20-ounce, 60-size ships, right? And they went to the NASA with these real, really, really super light airplane. They'd go bang a wing over an inside square and the wings would explode. There was 4 or 5 airplanes that exploded at that NASA.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, behind, just wings flexing and blowing up. And Bob Barron's exploded. I think he had one that exploded. And I think Jimmy Casal had one that blew up. Few guys did. But so much for super light airplanes, right?
They got to have enough meat in them to fly.
Yeah, sure.
I broke lots of wings off. I'm hard on them. I ask a lot of them. I fly them hard, you know.
Yeah, you fly them hard.
I fly them hard. And
That's how they're supposed to be flown, though, Joe.
I think so.
I do too.
Fly like it's stolen, baby.
That's it.
But there are some who build them to crash, and they're way too heavy.
If you crash them, they're not good.
Yeah.
They got to perform.
They sure do.
They got to
Go
perform.
through a lot of stuff trying to get them to perform too.
Mike's got a good looking airplane right there. Good looking bird.
Yeah, that's an RC, isn't it? Yeah.
I think that's a 3D type airplane. I'm sure. I don't know that, but I don't know the RC world that good.
Yeah, I don't either, to be honest with you.
So this yellow airplane that doesn't trim out, Robert, what kind of air wing? What is it?
It's the crossfire wing and standard numbers. It is the goofiest thing I ever seen.
Nothing outside the box. Just the standard 9-inch nose and 17-inch tail or whatever.
10-inch nose, 16-inch tail.
That should work.
25% on the tail to the wing, right?
Probably more than that, but it's standard to my numbers, Joe.
Yeah, it's nothing outside the box. It'll fly.
Yeah, it will.
You take it home with you and you fix it. And if you crash it, well, that's just the way it goes.
That's just the way it goes. We'll do it while you're here.
Yeah. It's the biggest disappointment I've ever built.
Is that right? It's that horrible.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
What's it doing, Sparky? You said it was hunting and other things?
You name it, it does it. It comes in at you.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
It
feels like it's got good line tension down this way, but you get it up here, I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. Nothing, you can look at it. Well, you'll see, Joe. You can look at it and it looks fine. It looks fine.
It looks fine.
Hey, Joe, when they don't fly well above the 45, right away I go to it's an issue of power. So I look at prop diameter and tip weight. I don't know. I mean, that's how I've been taught anyways. If it's not flying well.
Okay, let me shoot this at you. I had 2 ounces of tip weight on it. I got a 13.6 rev up propeller with a super tagger, gobs of power. And the airplane ain't heavy. It's under 60 ounces.
That's weird then. I can't. And it won't fly above the 45, Sparky? It comes in at you? Or what?
It does weird shit. Okay. I don't know how to explain it. Joe's going to fly it and find out. It's the biggest piece of junk I ever built.
I'm just not happy with it at all.
You can get that thing flying, Joe. You know that.
I'm going to play with it. don't know. I'm going to get my incidence meters and look it all over right good. It's got to be
3 ounces of tip weight in those big ships.
That's a lot of, that's a lot of tip weight.
Equal span wings. It's equal span. It doesn't have any asymmetry. I'll never do that again.
Okay.
the last airplane I built actually had the outboard wing a 1/4 inch bigger. I made the outboard wing a quarter and flap, and the outboard wing and flap a 1/4 inch bigger.
Hmm.
That sucker flew pretty nice. I don't know. We're wanting to fly in a tangent around the circle at
Yeah.
2 degrees nose out, and you got the wires and the wing bigger on the inside. Both those make it want to turn at you. Why would you do that?
Well, I got 3 degrees of motor offset, so that
Well,
ain't a problem either.
that ought to be all right.
That's plenty.
Yeah, that's plenty. We'll just put it on the bench. And we'll bench trim that rascal right good.
And we'll do it in Tulsa.
Okay, we'll do it in Tulsa. I'd like to see how there's something. It's got to be something we're missing somewhere. You know,
Well, you haven't even looked at it yet. Maybe
No,
I'm missing it, but
no, I wouldn't think so, but I got to look. I mean, you built 50 airplanes in the last 15 years. Y'all know what you're doing by now.
I'm gonna eat some Johnny Long Walk. You have food order?
Okay.
Yeah.
Airplanes,
Damn.
they can be difficult.
Gee. They can, Joe.
They can be difficult.
They can challenge you.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm so just, I'll give it away. It's, oh, shoot.
What are you feeding, Sparky? A cat?
No, the trash.
Oh.
I dropped it on the floor.
Oh.
Oh,
You got the 5-second rule, man.
Yeah, you wouldn't need to do that here.
not
Oh,
there.
that's
He
right.
probably got carbon fiber dust and sawdust, metal dust.
It's all right.
Exactly.
It's all fiber, man. Make you poop better,
It's
man.
all fiber. Oh, wow.
Balsa dust, carbon dust, glass dust. Hits the floor here, goes in the can.
I've flown the Blue Max the last 2 times out, and both days the winds were light and bearable and thermals coming through, and I'm thinking, holy crap, this airplane don't fly worth a dang. And I feel, well, it wind's in my face.
You're not flying the Cavalier anymore, huh, Joe?
You know, say again?
You're not flying the Cavalier anymore, huh?
Not right now, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Blue Max to St. Louis just cause. But when no winds and the wind's in your face and on your back and on your side, and you still try to keep it for the judges, they don't fly as good. When 3 or 4 or 5 mile an hour wind really makes them better.
Sure.
They're better on the lines.
That's what this airplane flies like, Joe. Thermal.
Just like that,
all
huh?
the time.
I'll be darned.
You have more of a hard time when there's no wind, Joe, or when there's wind? 'Cause I have a
Oh.
hard time with no wind.
No winds, you can crash airplanes in no wind right quick.
Real fast, Joe. Real
Right
quick.
quick, boy. You better believe it. That's
And
when
it'll happen so fast you don't even know what happened, man. Next thing you know,
you
it's
can't
on the
lick your
ground.
lips, it'll be in the ground.
Sure will.
That's when you need that line tension and nitro and shorter lines, all above.
Yeah.
And the airplane flies good, but that day it just, like in the Square 8, it wasn't out there solid. But the wind was everywhere. And I think, dang it, I might have to do some prop work. Then I realized, well, there's no wind. But I might start monkeying a few more props
Yeah.
just cause. I want Sparky to fly that while he's in Tulsa or St. Louis. The weather's
What do you
good.
go up? When you go up in diameter or pitch when there's no wind, Joe? What do you like to do?
I like under camber when there's no wind.
Okay.
Get some drive. I think under camber makes drive.
You need some drive, that's for sure.
I got some under camber prop that you'd you'd freak out over.
Big
I don't know where it is though. It's got some under camber. I mean, big time.
time. Mm-hmm.
I'm flying all my stuff in reverse rotation right now, Joe. I'm more happier with that than normal rotation.
If it works, it's good, dude. To me, there's not a hard, fast rule on that, David.
No.
Whatever the airplane likes.
Yeah.
If I got an LA-46, it likes pressure and it doesn't like suction, I give it pressure.
That's right.
I give it
Yeah,
whatever.
how many times do you run a reverse pitch prop on that LA-46?
Never, but I've done reverse pitch on airplanes and made them work and dealt with them. But that was back in the Will Hubin days when they had the one giddy up, you know.
Yeah.
I've had 3 electric airplanes, but none of them with the modern systems in them, you know.
Did you like electric, Joe, or what?
It to me at the when I was doing it, you had to fly on momentum a little. It didn't have any help in places as much as they do now. But I won with them, and I've flown them well. You know,
Yeah,
they'll fly. For me, I thought you had to fly them a little faster
you do. I think you do.
in that momentum mode. Had to be a little bit faster.
Yeah, I got a 13-inch diameter prop, and I got 4.5 on the pitch, and I run it pretty fast, you know. But I like it.
If it's got, diameter, that makes line tension most of the time.
Yes, it does give you some drive, man.
You got some drive. But with
Takes
the
a bit of
modern
fun.
systems, you could go down on diameter and let that motor package come off and on to help that program a little bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to set the boost when I bring the nose up. I'm trying to get that kick, you know. And
Yes,
also that kick that you get coming out of the corners too is really
that's
helpful.
right.
Biggest thing I
Sensitivity.
hate about electric is let's go flying, Joe. Oh, wait, I got to charge my batteries.
Well, the modern batteries don't have to worry about that now. Those round ones they talk about,
They charge real quick,
you
man.
just leave them charged all the time. They don't care. There's no put them back down to storage. Just charge them up and go on. Be ready
Yeah, I know.
with the modern stuff. I don't know what they even call them, but
18650.
that's it.
What's it called? The lipo batteries?
18 cell
18650.
18650.
Oh,
They're a different kind of battery that don't mind being full charged all the time.
right.
Same batteries I use in my smoker.
Is that right?
Yep, Molacell 18650.
Uh-huh.
I bought them from the 18650 store.
Yes.
William DeMuro, who's out there in New York, is making some batteries, I think, like that, you know?
Yes, I think you're right.
He calls them willpower. William DeMuro.
I think willpower. I believe they're a little lighter overall too.
Yeah.
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 Tell you what, if you short one out, you'll have a fire.
They got giddy up in them, huh?
You bet. Sorry to eat, guys, but my old lady went to basketball.
No worries, Marty. No worries. It's a slow night, looks like.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing something else.
Everybody's mad at me because I haven't been on every night.
Where do you work in your hours, Sparky? Is it like 9 to 5 or what?
Yeah, and I got an hour drive.
Oh my.
That's not fun. Putting a little giddy up in your pocket though, huh?
Yeah. I tell you what, when I put the wrench on the motorcycle, it was just like I was, it was yesterday. It had been 15 years since I even touched one. Ain't forgot though.
You working strictly Harley or what? You working strictly Harley? Any
Nope.
Japanese or what? English?
No Jap bikes, just Harley.
Yeah.
I sold my bike this summer, Sparky.
Did you?
Yeah, just getting to be too much motorcycle for me. This is a 1800 Kawasaki Vulcan 1800. It's a big, heavy bike, and I only ride around town. I go to the grocery store, go grab some beer, whatever. I don't go anywhere anymore. I haven't, back in the day, I would go ride to Chattanooga or Knoxville and go do the Blue Ridge Park with my buddies, 3, 4 of us go for a weekend. And, I needed a big road bike then, but we all kind of just other stuff started happening in our lives, and we got away from taking motorcycle trips, and takes up a lot of room in the other garage. It was a huge motorcycle, and it's just too much to run down to the gas station with, or run to Kroger twice a week. So I figured I better sell it while it was still worth something. And I got a good price out of it. I had it for 11 years, and I sold it for $500 less than I bought it for, and I
Wow.
put 27,000 miles on it in 11 years. So I did pretty good.
Well, Harleys here in St. Louis are going super cheap. 2012, $4,500.
Yeah, I believe it. I
Look
believe
on
it.
Facebook to see.
Yeah, I priced it at like $5,800. I paid $5,000 for it. I priced it at $5,800. I had a guy show up, and he gave me 45 is what we settled on. So it cost me $500 to have the bike for 11 years.
That's cheap.
Yeah, but I'm not done. I just need something smaller. I need like a 1 liter bike. I need like a 1,000, or I'd like to find a vintage KZ 1,000 or a KZ 900, an old, 70s, late 70s, early 80s.
78.
78, 79.
900 with the drive shaft is really good.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. 81, 82, somewhere in there,
Yeah.
Sparky. Just a
Yep.
little less motorcycle with nothing fancy on it. Because, like I said, all I do is run to town once in a while. I don't carry airplanes on it, so just needs to be a little. I've even thought about getting a scooter, man. Getting a Honda Ruckus, those are pretty cool, man. But
A
anyway,
900 Kawasaki is better.
yeah. Something vintage. It'll be cool because I've had a couple. Well, I never had a Z, but I've had some CB 750, some Hondas, 750Ks and 900 Honda 900Ks.
What you need,
That's
if you
right.
want a smaller bike, is an H2, 69 H or 70 H2 Kawasaki.
70 H2. Okay.
Don't know, I'm bullshitting you.
That's the
Thing will put you
3-cylinder.
on your ass, yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
want that. Not the
Ka-
Mach. That's a Mach something, boy. No.
Yeah, my buddy actually has the Kawasaki triple. He has one
Oh
down
my
in Florida.
gosh.
They are
Yeah.
fast.
That's unbelievable, dude.
That would be fun. What's up, Tryon?
Not much. I'm here.
Where you been, man? I haven't seen you at a contest since you won the Nats, man.
I've been very busy lately. I'm right now. It's just the school. It's in session, and I'm still teaching the kids. I have like 30 children. I'm teaching how to build model airplanes and stuff like that. So
Okay, cool.
yeah, I do that on weekends.
Nice.
So that's the reason for which I'm not too much around, right? I should have been at the Nats this year. But I think what happened this year is that I didn't have any vacation for that
Okay.
left over. I had some family issues. I had to run back home in Romania a couple of times this year,
That takes time.
and that ate all my vacations. So that's
Sure. Yeah, you can't do it all, man. Can't go to all of them.
yeah. I mean that there are not many around here anymore. So I don't know if it's probably the Georgia contest, the King Orange, and that's about it in this area.
Are you talking about Tom Dixon's contest?
Yes.
Yeah. At the very least, on Tom Dixon's contest, I can just go there in the morning and hit a couple of flights, and then just bolt back and run back to the school to. Yeah. I could probably take a Sunday off or something like that.
Drive.
Sorry?
I would like to go to that contest, but it's a long drive.
I think I'm going Tryon. That one's like 3.5 hours for me. I'll probably just go Sunday.
But Lena and I's talking about it. We may go too. We don't know yet.
That's a real long drive for you.
Oh yes, it's. I mean, look.
Joe, come on down, man. Casa de Lanqui Hotel is open for you guys if you want to
Casa
come
de
here
Lanqui.
and overnight.
Oh,
And
I
then
love it. That's so good.
you're always welcome, man. You
I
know that.
appreciate that, dude. Man, it's awesome there. We had a great time. the kids were fun. That was a good weekend, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't have any scotch this time, but I just got a
No.
$200 bottle of Blue Spot Irish whiskey that
Oh, my
I think
goodness.
you would enjoy. Blue Spot. Look it up.
Speaking of which, I have to look at the dates for the Georgia contest.
Second weekend in October.
Like the 13th, 14th, or 12th,
Yep.
11th.
And then the next weekend is King Orange. And then the weekend
No.
after that is Vegas.
Oh, it's King Orange before. Okay. Used to be King Orange was after Zachary. So it's the same year as Zachary this year?
Third weekend.
Huh,
Third weekend.
You going to Vegas?
Zachary's the 16th and 17th, and I think King Orange is the weekend after that, and Canton's the weekend before, I think. I'll look
Hang
that
on,
up.
I'll tell you. I got it
I'll
on the
look it up.
calendar inside. Give me a second.
Yeah, Canton's 12 hours for us. I think Canton's 11th and 12th.
So how far is it for me?
Look, Canton's 11th and 12th, Zachary's 18th and 19th, and I'm pretty sure King Orange is 25th and 6th
I think
of October. We go back.
I think I can do Memphis in about 3.5 hours from here, from my house, right? So which is 45 minutes away. So and Memphis to St. Louis is not that long, is it?
Okay, quite a while. I mean,
Go ahead, Mike.
Canton's 10, 11, 12. King
That's
Orange is the weekend of the 24th.
That's right. Between that's Zachary.
Between that is Zachary. And
That's
then
exactly right.
the weekend after King Orange is Vegas.
See, Kalina and I are going to St. Louis the 19th, 20, 21st. Our contest will be the 26th, 7th, and 8th. And they got a Warbird flying at the RC field October 4th and 5th. Then Canton 11th and 12th.
Yep.
Zachary 18th, 19th, and
Yep.
King Orange 25th and 26th. But
Yep.
we're not going to do. We're going to come. If we go to Canton, we'll go back by John's and then come home the 20th. You know, instead of going.
Okay,
off,
so you won't do King Orange.
we won't do King Orange. That's another 10 or 12 hours, 11 hours from Zachary. You know, John and I did that last year. Remember?
So you would, you'd go to Canton and then run down to Zachary and then
Right.
go home.
Yes, and we'll probably leave Canton at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock Sunday. Go to Pensacola. We might get a condo on the beach for 3 nights.
All right, well, come in, do Oklahoma to Nashville on the 9th, and then you can roll over to Canton on Friday morning. It's only 3:45 from here.
I think we did that one time, didn't we?
Yeah, well, you went somewhere and spent the night here.
Yeah, we did. We were going somewhere.
I don't remember where you were going to.
I don't either. But it's 12 hours from us to go from our house to Canton.
See, that's too far. That's too big a day. You could do 8.5 or 9, 8.5 and come here, or 8 and come here and have a good night's sleep, and then just do a nice, easy 3.5, 3:45 the next day.
You're 8 hours, Sparky, from St. Louis to Canton.
it was 13 hours from here to Huntersville.
That's different. That's North Carolina. It shows 8 hours and 2 minutes, basically.
It should be closer than Huntersville then.
Oh, lots closer than Huntersville. Sure.
Yeah.
Huntersville,
Sparky, yeah.
North Carolina, way out there. You have to have 2 of you drive it. You can do it easy.
Absolutely not. Hey, Jack said, I'll drive. No, you can't. I drove the whole way. Hey, Jack will scare the crap out of you.
I don't know Ajax.
Hey, Jack. Gary, hey, Jack.
Oh, Gary, I got you.
Of course, that's not a problem anymore because he's gone, but
Yeah, from our house to your house is 9 hours, basically,
to whose house?
to Mike's, 9 hours from our house to Mike's, and Franklin to Kenton.
Now your house to my house is what, 4, 5 hours tops?
6. It's a good hard 6.
You just want to see what we accomplished on the first group build.
Sure.
I have my advanced students that I'm splitting them in. I do a group build, and I bought a glider. It's called Astrid. It's still a 2-meter build-up glider. Very nice. And basically, what I had the kids do, they as they come, right? So the first group basically took the board and put the prints on and put the saran wrap on top of the prints, like you see them here. And then the second group start to work on the wingtips. They pulled the parts out and did all of this stuff here. You can see them there. And
Carbon fiber tube. Is that carbon fiber tube slid through the ribs?
yes.
I'll be darned. Slide it through, huh?
Yep. Yeah. And this is by the time we were done with the weekend, this is everything that was accomplished is pretty much here. So
How many of
So we
those you
have-
built?
2
kids per piece, or you got 20 kids building that over 2 days? I mean, the
Yeah,
same
I mean,
kids.
there were quite a few of them. They all contributed to it, right? So
Yeah. But are you just building one wing per class? The class has 6 people in it, or 8?
no, for everybody, because I can't buy a kit for everybody. These are
Oh.
like $200 kits, right?
Oh, I thought they might be involved.
So the idea is that they all contribute to this build, right? I get to keep them after that, and when we have a fly day, when everybody goes out and flies, these planes are coming out, and everybody gets to enjoy that. So we're gonna finish this first, the Astrid. So these are the 4 sections on the wing, as you can see, and we're gonna work on the center section next. So with that, the wing, all of the framing on the wing is gonna be completed at that point. So that's kind of and this is what we've done so far. So we finished all of this. Only the center section has to be done now, and the fuselage. And after that, we're gonna start covering it and put some servos in it and stuff like that. And I bought the servos and everything for it. We have receivers, servers, everything we need to do to
There you
make
go.
progress. So
So basically you got free labor.
He's babysitting there. He's earning it.
what?
He's earned it. He's got to babysit them. If there's 10 people building that wing, there's a lot of babysitting going on.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a 2-meter RC glider, rudder elevator, and spoilers, and super easy to fly. So it's excellent for building techniques, excellent for learning how to build something like this. It's very good for easy to fly. So everybody can just jump on it and fly it when we get out and spend some time together. It's a good flying plane too, from what I understand.
Yeah.
So
You putting any expo into those controls to tame it down a little bit?
actually, they don't need much taming. I just go straight up. Some people may put some like 10% expo.
Yeah.
But
No, I
it's
know
just-
on a glider it's not such a big deal, but on these big 3D planes that Sam is flying now, man, we're running like sometimes 60, 70% expo on them on the ailerons and elevator.
Yeah, to soften out the center.
to
I see that.
soften up the center. Yeah, if you don't do it, then there's a lot of cross chatter when you're slamming the stick back and forth, and you get input that you don't want. Yeah,
I see that.
I'm a big fan of it now. I never used. I put it on just my sport planes,
Uh-huh.
just because it makes flying them so much easier. You know,
Uh-huh.
because if you're not pulling that stick straight back on the up or down, or you're giving aileron, you could be giving up or down at the same time. So it really does soften everything up, makes it
Yeah.
a lot nicer.
This is kind of my weapon of choice right now. I'm a bit of a cheapskate. Uh, I like Tyrannus.
We're
So,
running Spectrum on everything.
mhm,
The NX series,
mhm.
20
Yeah.
channel.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you can do anything with those.
Well, when you're flying 15, $1,800 airframes, you don't want to buy a $300 radio.
Everybody laughed me off. Wow.
So this will be the what we're gonna do this weekend, and this is the center section of the wing. Perhaps the most complex thing that we are gonna do. All right.
Hey,
Anyways,
Dave, we're gonna have to mute you. You got too much background noise.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Is that better?
We don't know yet. But so far, so good. What's up, Bob?
Okay.
Hello,
Joe,
buddy.
I know you like free flight.
I flew all day today.
I've seen you flying that indoors somewhere.
Oh, we had so much fun.
Yeah, that flies good.
Yeah,
I was like, man, he's gonna hit the ceiling. He's gonna hit the ceiling. He's gonna hit the ceiling.
I had one of them bounce off the ceiling 12 times today. I put on a
Jeez.
big rubber band on it, thinking I could. It just kept bouncing. It's hard on props, dude. Broke a spar. You start beating them off the ceiling for time, it don't work. You got to get it. Just doesn't work.
Today I spent an hour making this plane for the kids, just to give them an idea where we're heading at and what we're building. So this is just a simple cardboard plane, couple of little spars in here.
Indoor cardboard. That's what they ought to be building.
Yeah. And in actually what I do in my design, I fold the cardboard over. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
And and I put a stick inside the pocket.
That should fly very good.
Yeah, actually it flies real nice, this thing. I try to simplify some things on it, but it seems like yeah, they work out pretty good. These are fun to fly. All right.
Been flying, Bob?
Yeah, a little bit.
Good.
Went out to that fun fly at Alan Buck's place, and I'll show you something that's really interesting. If I can open this up. Maybe a first ever, as far as I know. Are we ready to share on here, Sparky?
Yeah, it's on.
Hold on. Where have you ever seen 5 twins at a fun fly? 5 twins.
Oh, wow.
2 of them are mine. That's Alan holding my wildfire, but that's Joel Costantino with his double cross. And the left there is George Waters with his Sheik's mosquito. And at the far right is Rick Huff with his mosquito. And the rest of those 2 are glow and the rest are electric. That was quite a day of 5 twins at one flying.
Very good.
Yeah.
Where's that at? Pennsylvania?
Yeah, that's an Amish farm right behind it there. It's all Amish territory out there. So
Very
Could
good.
they, how can they manage those twin engines on IC motors? Because I would believe that like it's gonna be like a really hard to get them both to run the same. And
it is hard. I mean, some people have managed it. Rick had it, his working pretty well. George didn't fly his. Um, but Gordon Delaney has that little Pathfinder profile twin, and that thing flies just about like an electric airplane. And he's got those engines worked out almost perfect. It's pretty amazing.
Imagine
yeah, I mean, it's
Paul
hard
Walker
enough
getting
to.
4 engines going.
What's that?
Imagine Paul Walker getting 4 engines going.
Yeah, how about it? Yeah, that was pretty impressive those days.
It's hard enough to get one of those IC motors to run correctly, you know, because it props, fuel, all the stuff that you
Yeah.
have to deal with, right?
Yeah, but it's an
And
art form. It's an art form like anything else.
yeah,
The guys that really understand it and work at it, they can get pretty consistent runs.
Hey,
yes.
Bob, I was going to ask you, Bob, are those the Igor timers? This is Dave Eiskin, Bob. It says Lenore there, but it's David. Are you using the Igor timer and the ESCs on those twins?
Right now, I have the Fiorati in there. I've had it in there for a while. I just bought 2 of the Igor 12 pins, and I'm going to be switching over the turning point first to the Igor system, and then probably the Wildfire right behind that, and then probably my Genesis, the one I DLC that I flew at the Nats last year. I'll probably switch that over as well. I'm very impressed with the new Igor timer, even with the old one, but the new one's even more superior. I couldn't believe the control and consistency that Orestes Hernandez had at the Nationals this year. It was at one time inspiring and also demoralizing.
Yeah, because the guy's unbeatable, Bob, right now.
Yeah, he's really good. There's no question about it. And you give him a really good motor run system that's that consistent and does everything exactly like it should when it should. People say, well, that's cheating. Well, it's not cheating because anybody can buy them, you know. So
How could it be
Hey,
cheating?
Better
Bob.
buy it if you.
What I got somebody trying to get an Igor timer, and all his emails are getting bounced back from Igor. Is
yeah,
there
right now
some-
they can't send out parcels from Europe. They're having that little hissy fit over the tariffs.
Okay.
That'll
All
go,
right. That's what's going on. All right. I'll let him know.
that'll go away.
Is that a silver tone behind you, Bob, right there? That the black E335, it looks like.
Oh, actually,
It looks like a silver tone.
no, it's a Epiphone Noel Gallagher
Oh, okay.
series. It's not black. It's burgundy.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oasis is they're doing it. They're touring right now, as a matter of
Yeah,
fact.
I'm not even familiar with Oasis. I just played this at a friend's store. A friend of mine has a music store, and I played it. And I played a lot of 335s and Epiphone ES 230 TDs. I had a 64 ES 230 TD. This is every bit as good as any of the 335s I've ever played.
Sure. Yeah. Interesting. Stunt guys got this creative spirit within all of us. You know, we're talented in so many different ways other than just modeling. You know, guitarists.
Either that, or we're jack of all trades and master of none.
Yeah, there you go.
I want to thank anybody here who has donated to Billy's GoFundMe page. Billy's in bad shape, Billy Werwich, and a lot of people have stepped up to the plate, and I really appreciate it. He's a longtime friend. He's a longtime friend to our sport, and anything anybody can do is most appreciated. He's got some serious issues health-wise and also financially now that he can't work the farm, and the feed bills and the vet bills and the mortgage and the insurance and everything are eating him alive. So appreciate that.
How's he doing, Bob? How's he doing right now?
He's back home. He's on dialysis 3 days a week, but they're coming to his house to do it now, administer. For a while, he was having to go, but he's in such bad shape because of the bleeding ulcers and internal bleeding. He almost died. He got down to a 3 red blood cell count, and they told his wife that if he got down to 2 to 2.5, they couldn't save him. So she got him there just in time. They administered 3 pints of blood, and they did a scraping of his stomach because he had 2 bleeding ulcers.
Wow.
And he's home, but he's on a walker and he can't get around much. And he's certainly never going to be able to fly or work again. You know.
Wow.
Mark, you had your hands over your ears. What was that all about?
That's how you cure hiccups.
Ah,
Put your fingers in your ears and your thumbs on your nose and hold your breath.
okay.
And that'll get rid of the hiccups.
You ever have frozen brain from eating ice cream?
No.
Anybody ever get that?
It's bad.
What's it called?
You know how you get rid of that? Put your tongue up against the roof of your mouth and it'll go away just like that. You get that frozen
Push it
brain.
hard.
You breathe in a paper bag will take the hiccups away too, right?
Funny.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, Sparky,
Yeah.
if you hold your breath long enough, it'll won't only fix hiccups, it'll fix everything.
Well, hiccups are a irregularity, ear, nose, and throat problem. So if you shut off your ears and plug your nose, that's a military deal. That's how they teach the guys to get rid of the hiccups in the military.
Huh.
And it works. So
Do
do
it. Do it. That's right.
I used to work with a guy who was in the artillery years ago, and every time there was a loud noise, a bang or something, he'd open his mouth. And I said to him, "What are you doing that for?" And he said, "Oh, we were taught to do that in the artillery every time we fired a shell."
That's right. It relieves the pressure. That way you don't
Yeah.
get.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Did you have a storm over there, Mike? Did you? I heard earlier on, just before I had lunch. I was watching it on the phone.
Yeah, he ain't there right now, but yeah, he had a big storm, big lightning.
Yeah. I see on the weather sometimes over there in America, you get this big airflow coming up from down, sort of Mexico way, I guess, off the ocean.
That's where God is sticking the enema tube under the arch.
God. And there's a hurricane brewing up or something out in the off the Horn of Africa, heading towards the Caribbean, something like that. Quite interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good flying weather.
Well, as Vince Lombardi once said about things like that, he said it snows equally on both sides of the field. So if it's windy for one flyer, it's windy for every flyer.
Yeah, it's certainly been that here lately.
But Joe can cope with it. I can't.
Bobby's as good as there is in the wind too.
My father told me something when I was very young, when I was learning how to fly the pattern. I had been flying the pattern. And he said something that sounded almost moronically simple, almost like, well, duh, But if you think about it, it's exactly what you should be doing. He said to me, because I was complaining about wind or something, he was coaching. I said, well, it got windy. And he said, make the airplane go where you want it to go. As simple as it is. And I boil that down to another saying. I say, you win the battle with the airplane. Never let the airplane win a battle.
Help it not lose.
Yeah.
The airplane will go there. It's just fear that prevents us. We bail out early. It's just a matter of forcing it to go where you want it to go and having the reflexes to turn it when it gets there. Sometime in the wind that gets tough, but it's just a matter of gritting your teeth and going for it.
One of my best pilots I ever knew, He said, it's just a big, dumb biplane, Joe Mike. Make it do what you want it to do.
I can do what
But
you
the
want.
rub is, don't ask it to do what it can't.
That's true.
And the control line is 100% the same way. Don't ask it to do what it can't.
And
Yeah,
I guess-
I find they don't fly too well underground.
This, they don't fly. That's remind me of a story
Well, you
years
guys
ago.
down there should know about that. Don't you fly underground and you crash into the air? Is that how it works in Australia?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we fly subterraneanly and we go anti-clockwise.
If it hits the
Yeah,
air,
we
it's called a
don't
crash.
about that. We go. Oh no, hang on. We go the other way. We go. We go clockwise. Yeah.
The earth really sucks.
Yeah, and everything weighs twice as much down here. It has to, so otherwise we'll fall off.
Years ago, they were flying in Dallas, and I don't remember. I think it was John Ashford. In the wind, it got away and it wound up and hit the ground. And he was staying with Bill Rutherford, I believe, at the time. And Ryan was pretty young. And John says, I just don't know what happened. And Ryan said, well, Mr. Ashford, I know what happened. He was probably 8 or 9 years old. You tried to fly below the air, and that doesn't work. Can't fly below the air.
I'm still picking the dirt out of the gills of my one I crashed a couple of weeks ago. I was just up there in the man cave actually working on it. And I thought, oh, I'll wander down and have a bit of lunch and jump on with you guys. But the ground was soft, so I didn't do any damage really other than break the propeller and fill the engine up with dirt. Yeah.
Everybody's done it.
I'm just trying to have a look on and see who's on here today. No Gary there today, is there?
No Gary Sinclair.
No
Gary
Mark.
Sinclair.
No Gerber. No
Has anybody heard from Dennis out of Meeson recently?
Seen him on Facebook. He's been on vacation all over the place. With his
all
wife
over the
and
place.
kids.
Yep.
Okay.
That's right.
He's out there. He's just doing family stuff.
Yep.
Haven't seen him here for a while, so I wondered.
I think he and is it Teresa? I think that's her name. They're doing fine.
I first met Denny in 1965 at the Nationals. That's when I first met the Adamisons.
Good families.
Whole family traveled together.
Did Dennis design he's probably designed lots of aircraft, but a Tempest or something, a Typhoon or a Tempest control line when he was quite young?
I don't remember the Tempest.
Tempest was Bart.
Parker.
That was Mark Lipinski. Dennis is currently working. I've been pushing him for the last several years, and I mean several years, to reprise his Fuga Magister. We talked about that here a few episodes back.
Right.
The French high aspect ratio jet with VTEL. And of course, he's famous for his VTEL airplanes and his high aspect ratio airplanes. It was a fully sheeted, built up wing with VTEL, real long canopy, and it had a Max 35 in it. And in 1973, or was it 2, he beat Al Raby in the Walker Trophy flyoff. He was a senior, and he beat Al Raby for the Walker Trophy. But
That's the handle I gave back to him right there.
what's that?
72. D Hill had that handle.
Did he? Oh, that's right. Yeah,
And I gave it back to Dennis when D passed away.
Yeah.
It's framed and everything still.
I remember that. Yeah, that was nice of you to get that back to him.
It was awesome.
That airplane had a Max 35 sticking out the nose. That was a real skinny, long, thin nose, and kind of like my 105 Thunder Chief. And having that head of the engine sticking down kind of ruined the illusion. And now he's going to reprise it for an electric power, so you don't have the head sticking down. And I was thinking to myself, boy, that would be a cool one to put retracts in, because if you had no head sticking down and no gear, that would really look cool.
Yeah.
I
Big
promised
Art
him
really knew how to work with those OS 35s, didn't he, Bob? I remember that. Big Art used to really do the voodoo on those things, man.
Well, I never used the Big Art engine. I never had a Big Art engine in my life. All my stuff
Yeah.
was Richie Tower. Richie Tower did all our engine work back then.
Yeah.
And before Richie, it was kind of like Gene Schaefer and Simons and Lampioni and I. We all kind of did it
Yeah.
together. But the key to the Max 35, to making that work really well, was to put a Super Tiger conrod in it. The Max rods were very weak and they'd wear out, and they wouldn't last long at all. But when you put the Tiger rod in, 35 rod, you had to relieve the case a little bit inside because it was a little wider. You had a little clearance issue, but it was very minimal. You had to grind the case, and then they'd last forever. I mean, they were amazing motors. They were really good 35s.
Yeah. Yeah. They were.
And I liked them a lot, you know.
Back when the Fox 35 was going on, and when the Max 35 started, all the 35 airplanes were taking OSs and doing well with them.
Yeah, we dropped a Fox 35 like a hot potato when we found the Max 35. So much more powerful, so much better made, so much better compression and everything else. It was just a better engine.
Yeah.
So at that point, we still use Fox 35s. We cut them up for tip weight.
Yeah.
You
Interesting.
didn't use enough of them because there's still millions of them out there.
That's okay.
Tip weight for everyone.
But then, of course, the progression was, then the Tiger 46 came into being, and everybody jumped on that, the narrow bypass case 46. And of course, there were certain individuals who put the 46 guts into a Tiger 40 case. We won't name any names, but there were a number of those happening. So they could use the 15,000th lines.
Hmm.
Kind of a smoky eunuch kind of thing,
You need to get that edge, man.
And then, after that, the FSRs came in, and then, Randy developed the PA, and it was Katie barred the door at that point,
Those FSRs were tough to deal with, from what I remember, man. They were really finicky motors, man.
So what more?
Those FSR motors, they were not easy
finicky-
to get them set up for stun, anyways. You really had to know what you were doing.
Finicky in what way? Because
Well,
I
they
used
were. To get them to run like a stunt, motor, it was tough because they were trying to get it like a 4.2, a 2.4, 4.2, and they really wouldn't do that very well.
Well, that's not what they were. That's not how you should
Yes.
run them. You should
Right.
use a flatter pitch prop and a higher RPM. Run them in the torque band that they're designed to run in, and utilize that power there. If you try to run them in 2.4, real
It
low
didn't work.
2.4, they just weren't built of time to do that.
Right.
The bad thing about them, and the only thing that I found was an issue, even with a stock FSR I made my own homemade 3-blade props. My dad and I made a fixture. We took 11.5 rev ups, which are really 11.4 rev ups. That's why they call them. That's why they had the rev up reputation, because they were actually an inch lower in pitch than the advertised pitch. So we made a fixture to make 3 blades, and the only deficiency with the stock FSR, in my mind, was at the top of outside loops, it would tend to want to run faster. And we had to load them up with some prop so that by the time they started to run faster, they were already past that point, and they didn't speed up that much. But boy, did they have power. They were incredible. But they were also not real ABC. They were ABN, nickel wash plating. And they wouldn't last long. The nickel wash would start to flake off, and the engine would still sound good, but it had no power. So we sent them out we talked to Vic Garner, and he started making us pistons and liners with high wall Dykes rings, and chrome liners with Dykes rings. And at that point, those things were bulletproof. And I don't see why anybody ever got away from them in that era,
Well, Paul Walker did really well with them, and so did Bob Barron, when I remember, with those.
I did okay with them too, actually.
Yeah, you did too. Yeah.
And the other engines, of course, Tiger 60 had its heyday. And then, of course, the What was the other engines that had the OPS 40? That was an amazing engine just before the PA series. And
OSVF.
OSVF, that's another great one. You know, yeah, a lot of good engines. Of course, we had to learn how to run them where they wanted to run, and we had to adjust our thinking from being in high gear to low gear. And once we did that, had pretty good success.
You got that Weber running really well too, didn't you? That was another
Yeah, we
one.
had the 32, yeah, and you know the 32 Weber and also the FSR 32 had the same problem. You had to reduce the blowdown, otherwise you got thermal runaway. They would tend to go too fast. But if you eyelash the port directly across from the exhaust port, you put little eyes in there, little half eyes on the corners. Then it would reduce the blowdown, and those things would run 2.4 with a lot of horsepower. They were really good engines. You know, of course, the Aero Tiger became the standard at that time. Anybody's interested, I have a brand new Weber 32 in the box for sale. Brand new.
Are you going to Philly this weekend, Bob? I guess they're having a contest there, huh?
We're going where now?
Philadelphia's having a contest this
Yeah,
weekend.
I'm going to be in Philly on Sunday. I'm not going down Saturday. They have it at two different sites. One site on Saturday, I think they fly old time and profile. And then the next day, they have it at Benjamin Rush Park, North Philly, and they fly
Yeah.
Tampa classes. So
Cool.
I'm going down Sunday. I was talking to Mikey Palco, and we've seen, you know, he's been talking about his new airplane. There've been some pictures of it, you know, as he's been working on it. And I asked him how it went. He went, not good. He flew it on the first flight, and the controls locked up on him. He was able to get it down without any significant damage, but he's going to have to cut into the airplane and find out why the controls locked up.
Wow.
It's a shame. He's been flying that Mustang of his since 2008. Still a great airplane.
Yeah, that one's crashed a couple times or once anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and keeps repairing it and keeps flying just as well as it ever did.
That's too bad. The first flight, the controls locked, huh? That's weird.
Yeah, got real tight on him. He had some control, but it was real stiff. And he was able to, on landing was the hardest part because he didn't have any tension on it to work against. And he got it down. I don't think he did any cosmetic damage, but he's going to have to cut into a brand new airplane. That's horrible.
Yeah. Do what you got to do, right? It's too bad.
Boy, what a bunch of.
Oh, just is it Lena or Leno?
That's David.
Yeah.
It's David, is it?
Yeah, my name's David. Yeah,
I don't
David
think I've
Isons.
I
Yeah.
don't think I've met you before, David. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
out in New.
Yeah, it says Lenore on it, but that's my name is David Iskins. Anyways,
Are you sure?
I'll fix it, man.
Where's your
Whereabouts
pink?
are you?
Where's your pink Nobler?
It's right here on the wall, Bob. I'm gonna set it aside, man. It's giving me problems. Okay, there's something with the tank on it, and I haven't even cut it open yet. But I'm gonna have to cut it open and find out what's going on.
We were hoping you were going to make it up to the North Beast, to the Rentham contest.
I was gonna go, and then some things. I talked to Rick today, and I was gonna come. I was gonna fly the buddy model. I know. I was like, you know, me and Rick were gonna share it or whatever, but I can't do it. And I wanted to do it really, really bad. I did until something came up.
Yeah.
You know. Anyways, yeah, I really wanted to come back. I wanted to go back east. I really did.
Yeah. He was disappointed you couldn't make it. He was very disappointed, you know.
Yeah, I spoke to him today. He wants to fly your Genesis, Bob, really bad, you know. He does.
He's a good flyer. He's become a very good flyer.
He's a really good flyer. Yes, he is.
Did he tell you who showed up at the Rentham contest?
Yeah, Nat did. Nat
Gifford showed up after he was flying.
Yeah, we all flew the Navante. Me, Nat Gifford, and Dave Mishney flew the Navante years ago at the and he showed up at that contest in New York. And we all three flew the Navante together.
He says he hadn't flown in 18 years.
That's when he flew it. Yeah, it was 18 years ago.
And he's now flying Airbus the 350. It's a long version 350. He's a captain, and he's stationed out of Newark, but he lives in Worthington, Massachusetts. And he stopped by on his way home from Newark on Saturday, and we were all wrapped up. So I guess he stayed over someplace, or maybe he went home and came back. And he came back on Sunday, and somebody said he was hanging around just watching. So he said, "Well, do you fly?" And he said, "Well, I used to."
Yeah.
And I said, "What's your name?" And he said, "Nat Gifford." I heard him. I went over and give him a big hug. I haven't seen him in years.
Yeah, that was a good flyer.
So Tom. Rick Huff let him fly. He said, "You want to fly something?" He said, "Yeah." So he let him fly his Ringmaster, and they had some engine trouble. They had to change a plug and it worked. But they finally got it working, and he was flying just like kind of like Joe flies Ringmasters. I mean, right on the deck, perfect pull outs, and heavy wind. It was pretty heavy wind. So after having him seen him fly the Ringmaster, Rick Campbell said, "Can he fly the Cavalier that he had borrowed from Rick Huff?" And Rick said, "Sure." So he went out. He would have placed in the contest. I mean, he flew, and he would have missed pattern points because he didn't know the new Clover entry. But everything else was absolutely unbelievable.
Bob, he was a gifted flyer. He had the hand, man. He just had the hand.
Wow, he fly good.
Yes, good flyer. Good
After
kid.
18 years, he goes out and puts in like a 540 pattern.
Yeah, easy.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Lel and his son Parker and his wife came out with us on Sunday. Sunday was Sam's 17th birthday. We went out and flew a whole bunch of RC and a little bit of control line.
Yeah.
Lel came out and put up some flights on the Pathfinder again. And his son had a new RC plane, Consendo. We helped him get that set up, and him and Sam had a big time flying RC stuff. But I got Lel on the handle again. He put up a couple more flights, and I tell you, for a guy who hadn't flown since 1960, what did he say?
Yeah.
He did 2 flights last time we went out, and he just boom, knocked out a pattern with the Pathfinder.
Riding a bicycle for some people.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. Crazy.
Well,
Mike, let me ask you a question. Have you ever closed the meeting out for me?
I have not.
Do you know how?
I don't.
Okay. You gotta leave
What
it
do I gotta do?
at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be the last guy standing?
Yeah, okay.
All right. All you gotta do is when you get ready to sign off is click the little button on the bottom right. It'll change from a door to an X, and then it'll say close the meeting for everyone, and then go
Okay, so instead of leave, the door won't be there. It'll be a little X, and yep, I got you. Sure, no problem.
5 minutes, I'm going to turn it over to you and close out the YouTube for the after party.
Okay, yeah, I'm still puttering. I'm just doing a little few repairs and stuff, but I'll stick around if other people want to. I lost my helper, my shop helper. You notice he hasn't been with me the last couple of times because he got a new car.
You're done.
That's it.
He's 17, girls and cars.
He turned 17 on Sunday. I bought him a new car 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
And he's been going to football games on Friday night. That's where he's at tonight. He's at a football game, picking up his buddies and driving all over to away games and stuff. So yeah, I've lost my Friday night shop helper. He's on the road chasing girls at games, I guess. I don't know.
You'll be lucky to have a flying buddy here shortly.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's not. He ain't giving that up, Sparky. He won't ever stop. He won't ever stop flying. He's so locked into F2D combat and 3D RC stuff. He's going to do that. He'll be a modeler all his life. I don't think stunt is in his wheelhouse anymore, but combat certainly is. I think he might catch a little bit of the free flight bug. He's expressed interest in building a couple of stick and tissue planes on his own. So maybe I'll hook him in there, but definitely RC, definitely F2D combat. So, and who knows, maybe he'll come back to stunt someday. You know, he's just,
When he gets too slow for combat, he'll come back to stuff.
yeah, well, that's going to be a long time, man, because
He'll-
he's young. He's got those reflexes. He's got the confidence of youth.
We
You
used to
know,
say when kids got too good when they were young, we used to say we're going to get them a fast car and a faster girl.
I don't want any fast girls, man. The last thing I need.
How long
But,
does
all right.
Stubbyfield fly competitively?
Okay, Mike. Hang on
Stubbyfield
a
flew for
second,
a long
Joe.
time.
Mike, watch your screen and let me know if you get this.
Yep.
Okay, you are now the host.
Yep. There you go.
I want to thank everybody on YouTube for watching. If you like these meetings, we have them every Monday and Friday, 7 o'clock Central. And you have to be a member of Stunt Hangar, but be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And as soon as I get there, we are over on YouTube. Come on now.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm not going
All right.
anywhere. Just got to put some stuff away.
All righty, there we go.
Rhonda sent that home.
Yes, man. They make it harder and harder. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Fair winds, tight
Good,
lines.
Sparky.
See you.
Thanks, Mike.
I got Sparky.
Right.
Okay, we are over on YouTube, so it's the after party.